Right golfers, thanks for all the questions about TSR2 from my last review that I did over in Oceanside with Titleist about this new driver. Lots of people were asking me to compare it to my SRIXON ZX5. I'm sponsored by SRIXON, so make of this whatever you will. I'm going to give you an honest appraisal of both clubs. They don't even know I'm making this, and they have no say on the outcome of my videos as well. So I'll just show you the numbers. We'll give you data at the end as well. TSR2 against ZX5. Lowry's just won the BMW using this club. Let's see if there's a big difference or any difference. So to kick us off, we've got two black-headed drivers. My ZX5, we see a bit of the graphite coming through on top. This one, you don't see anything, it's just all black. You see little red kind of lipstick around the back of my ZX5, where on Titleist, again, very, very clean. And when I put them down by the ball, the shaping is very, very similar, like so similar. It's hardly anything in the difference in the looks of those two from the actual shapes. Both good looking drivers. I was going to say, I thought ZX5 before putting them down together was going to be more stretched back this way, but it's not. I mean, what do you think in the comments? Like shaping of those two. What do you think? I mean, it's hard to see a difference in anything. So we will use the launch monitor obviously to show you some data to see if there's difference in spins and what have you through these two, but let's just do some on course testing to kick us off. So 5 first, my driver. This is the one I'm gaming. Similar weight shafts, I think exactly the same weight shafts in both of these actually. Bit toey, but it's one of those like better hit toes, if you know what I mean. So it's a nice flat flight. Just up towards the bunker there, pretty good hit. The thing with this one, it does sound kind of medium to carbony, which I like. So this carbon crown kind of sound does play through, a bit of a ting off the face, titanium face, but you do get an after sound almost of that. It's not like ringing out tinging. So if we compare that up then to TSR2, again, TSR2 is such an improvement on TSI2 is the bigger question here for me because of the looks and the performance. That is a good hit, and that is going just right at the bunker, so it'll be interesting to see how far up those two are. TSR2 definitely has a slightly different sound. Cool, I would put money on, I mean, I buttoned that. I don't know if you're seeing that on the camera, it's basically there from the wet, dewy ground today. If I had to put money on these two, what people would prefer sound-wise, cool, I reckon it'll be close sound-wise, the TSR2. I'm gonna hit two more, let's have two more out here. TSR2 then to kick us off. Oh yeah, it does sound good, TSR2. Like it sounds, you're gonna like the sound of this. Okay, ZX5, let's take this one a bit closer to the right side as well. Yeah, they're different. It'll be horses for courses for what you like. Slightly higher pitch than the ZX5. TSR2 I reckon would win if people are picking sound feel. So this is my SRIXON driver that came at this bunker, and there is the Titleist driver equivalent over by my trolley there. So on the angle I would say, so the SRIXON's kind of just in line to the back edge of my trolley, so the Titleist has done it there, but this has caught the rough. So very similar. But what's really interesting, so this is the Titleist here, the one that hugged the right side a little bit more, but the SRIXON drive, well, it's up here, look, let me show you. This is the SRIXON, and the Titleist being back there, basically about here. This one is the longest drive I think I've ever hit up this hole. Like, it's a brammer. So, I mean, my variables, what playing through, and the feel, noticeable difference in the feel. Should we see if there's a difference in particularly any of the tech? So the ZX5 features a rebound face. This is giving energy transfer across different parts of the face for those mishits. The TSR2 has variable face thickness, so it's allowing you to do the same thing. They're both trying to keep ball speeds up across the face. Aerodynamics TSR2 have improved from the prior model. ZX5 has a carbon crown, so it's 15% larger, so they can improve the MOI on this club by moving weight down and back. TSR2, same ideas with trying to move weight down and back. Adjustability on both clubs, they've got full adjustable necks. Both feature kind of tour shaping ideas. You can see the tech on both clubs is super, super close. So you can see how close these drivers are coming out, which is why I feel I could honestly game nearly anything in the modern era drivers, because companies are now just becoming so much closer, which I'm pretty sure lots of you are now, you know, fully getting. I'm trying to touch 170 ball speed. That's going to be my new goal going into 2023. I've hit my 320 green, which is my other goal, so we're moving the green on, but I'm going to do it with ball speed 170. So I'm going to hit one more shot with these two, then we're going to take it inside, and we'll show you the number differences, there's spin differences, those kind of things, and see how far away I am from my 170 ball speed, because I've touched it once after 2 coffees and then about 2 weeks break afterwards because my back went. So let's give these both full send and see what we get out, and see if we see any benefits or not when we're running at like a full speed. Just stay left a little, hit that well, it just cut. I didn't think that was gonna cut. Oh yeah, that might be up there, to be fair. Hit that well. TSR2 obviously being the higher MOI of what's out at the minute. In theory, it's going to allow me to hit it as hard as possible and maybe gain, or should I say lose less rather than gain. Right. Oh, it's a different sound. It's such a different sound. Certainly in amongst the trees here, that's another good drive. Those two that'll be close. I reckon TITLEIST might just take it. Let's take him inside and see what numbers we get out. TITLEIST does sound good. ZX5 sounds more like you want a driver, or you know a driver should sound like. This one's unique. It's closer to what Callaway drivers sound like, and they're often some of the best sounding with their AI technology. Let's go and see what the numbers are. Oh, these are both good. There they both are. I can't really call it. I literally can't call that. They are as close to identical as you could get. What's most funny as well, I mean, is it downbreed? I am the furthest up I've ever been on this hole. That's the best thing for me. Let's go and see what 170, can I get that ball speed? Let's go and see. Right, last one I've hit with TSR, and I've now hit plenty with my ZX5. Let's show you the numbers. Let's see how close or far away these are and how miles away I am from my 170 ball speed desire. Okay, let's show you these. So if we look at the two clubs, I'm averaging 161 with both clubs, peaking out at like 163s, 164. I think I had one today, 163.7. I'm going to call that 164. Anyone who watched the video that I did with the TSR in Oceanside, I was getting up to 167.7. Shows you how different days we change. I haven't hit balls for a few days. So speed training is amazing how much it goes up and down. But the main point I'm saying this is the biggest variable often in these tests is me. The clubs are so close, as you can see from these numbers. Same ball speed with both, pretty much the same launch angle, spins within 200 revs of each other, and if you notice the standard deviations, the smaller number underneath here kind of laps these over, they cross over, meaning you have to hit so many to see if that actually is a statistical difference. So many people are sold on averages still. I think it needs to stop, but you know, that won't, as more as the YouTube content just carries on being dumber and dumber, it seems at the minute. 282 carry with the TITLEIST, 279 with my ZX5, but again, this goes up to 281, and this drops down with the standard deviation down to 277, is it? Yeah, so they cross over, as you can see from the two circles here. Slightly tighter dispersion with mine and a little bit more left, averaging more slightly right with the TITLEIST. I did slightly notice that on the course. If anything, I think TSR is straight to slightly, well, it's neutral. I can get my little shape. I like a little draw shape, but it tends to tail a bit to the right. But obviously you've got neck and lie and options that I could easily dial that in if I wanted to see a different shape. I don't see it affecting the numbers. Where I would say my ZX5 kind of out the back, if anything, is straight to slightly drawier. It works into my toey miss, it comes back, and I like, you know, again, I've played with it longer, haven't I? So it's maybe just dialing into what I like the look and feel of. But for all intents and purposes, they are so close. Like it's going to be the sound that might take someone's opinion over another. It might be brand alliance. It might be what favorite player you see plays with one or the other. I don't know what it is, because performance wise they are so similar, as you can see. 170 ball speed, it's a bit of a problem though, isn't it? Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. Which one would you go for and why? 170 ball speed is going to be the new goal. It was the 320 green. It's now going to be a 170 ball speed, touched a bit more in videos. At the moment, I'm like 165 touching gaming, as you see there, around 160s. So we need a big old shift, because what we're noticing with all the manufacturers now is their needle's moved, isn't it? Their needle is just moved, and I'm going to have to move mine again, aren't I? Like considerably. Go faster, ball. 162 ball. Give me 30 more goes and I'll probably get a 165. 170 seems an absolute mile off, doesn't it? Oh, what's that one? 163. Yeah, golf wins at the minute. Thanks for watching. Let me know which one you go for and why.